It's time for a special program called The 11th Hour. This weekly program will shed light on important issues in our area and the positive steps we're taking to combat them.
Good morning. You are listening to your local radio station, WMOA. Welcome to the 11th Hour, brought to you by the Washington County Behavioral Health Board. I'm Shaylee Sprigg, and today my guest is Cathy Harper from The Right Path.
Good morning, Shaylee. So excited to be here this morning.
Thank you, Cathy. So Cathy's been on before, and everybody that's met Cathy, of course, loves her and all the work that she does. But do you want to remind people about The Right Path and some of the activities they've had this summer?
Absolutely. Of course, I always love to talk about The Right Path, but we have actually been around since 2003. And this would have been our 16th summer of Safe Teen events. Most people know us for our dances and swim parties if you've got kids in your family, but we are also a resource and a support system for youth and their families as well, connecting them with organizations or resources that they may need. So this year, in these unprecedented times, we were not able to have our swim parties or our dances, so we were able to still be connected to our community and our families through 3 mini farmers markets, thanks to the many people that donated and made it possible. And something unique was that we picked the farmer that was in the community where the event was held. So there was that connection, and people really liked that. So we are already in the planning stages for next year so we can bring that back. And so that was an exciting thing. And still we were able to let people know that we were out there and that we care. So it was very, very heartwarming.
Oh, man, I love to hear how successful that was.
It was.
I know you've been so excited talking about that, so we love to just share that was a great resource for everybody this summer.
It was wonderful. It really was.
So what's The Right Path going to do next, Cathy?
Well, our next event, and I'm excited about this as well, Miss Shaylee, our next event will be our Walk for Recovery. And, we had that before, and we're happy to bring that back. Excited to bring that back.
Yeah, so unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do our full recovery day like we did last year, just because of the social distancing requirements. So an alternative to that, to still celebrate recovery and support those in recovery, we're going to have our Walk for Recovery. And so we're going to start at the corner of Front and Putnam. We acknowledge that everybody walks at different speeds, and that's okay because it encourages that social distancing.
Absolutely.
We're going to encourage masks for those that want to wear masks that are walking in groups. But can you tell us a little bit more, Cathy, about the meaning behind the walk and some of the other things we're encouraging people to?
Well, obviously, The Right Path is all about prevention, but we recognize that we can't prevent everything. So we support treatment and recovery. And so September is Recovery Month, and that's the month when we do support people that are in recovery. And there are many stories of hope and their successes, the opportunities for them to be part of our community, yes, and feel that they are part of the community, be supported in the community. So it's a very exciting opportunity for us, and we're happy to bring it back. So, I'm happy that you, Shaylee, are supportive of it because, sometimes anybody on my board can tell you that sometimes I get these ideas and it's kind of like, oh, wait a minute, how are we going to pull this off? But you are fresh and new to this position, but you see the need in the community, and you see how hard people have worked and their commitment to being well and their recovery. So we need to support them, and we need to show our community that everyone needs to support them. Their hope and their stories of success mean so much to all of us.
Yeah, and I appreciate that, Cathy. Thank you very, very much. I'm also supportive of people like you who have this undying commitment to these people, and you've been like you said, with The Right Path for 16 years now. And I know personally, even longer than that, you've been fighting for these people struggling with addiction and recovery. So your energy feeds into my energy, and I want to support you.
We'll be a good pair.
We're going to be a great pair.
We are.
So we went over a little bit of the meaning, and I know we said we're going to start on the corner of Front and Putnam. But can you remind people of the time and kind of the path that we're going to walk, and where we're going to end back at Muskingum Park?
Okay, so we're going to begin at the corner of Front and Putnam, and we will be in East Muskingum Park. And as you said, people will walk different speeds, so we'll be great with social distancing. We are encouraging masks, and we're also encouraging people to make homemade signs or carry pictures that not just support themselves and their recovery story, but it could be that of a loved one as well, or a friend or neighbor, whatever. So just in our community, it's that strong community commitment to recovery. So we will go across the Putnam Street Bridge, across Putnam or Gilman Avenue, and then back across the Washington Street Bridge, back down Front, back to the corner where we began, and we will have a resource table available there. So people can just pick resources up, and, you know, we're encouraging our many agencies and other community partners. So if you're interested in having something on the table that day for your group, you could give us a call here at the board office at 740-374-6990. And so also, Shaylee, you have a large media campaign, social media campaign that will be around our recovery walk.
Yes.
So we're working out the details on that right now. So it's going to be a great day and a great event.
Yes, absolutely. And as Cathy said, since we can't have that physical presence at our recovery day, we want to have a strong social media and virtual presence. If you're interested in sharing your recovery story, we're welcoming homemade videos. We will share them to our Facebook page. You can also watch for our content in the month of September around recovery and our treatment agencies. So for more information on resources and substance use, you can visit our website at wcbhb.org or visit the Recovery is Beautiful Facebook page. The Right Path also has a Facebook page,
yes,
right, Cathy?
The Right Path for Washington County, so yes.
And like Cathy said, be watching in September for all of our recovery content. Do we have anything else, Cathy, before we turn them loose?
No, I just want to say thank you to you, Shaylee, and to the board, but I also want to thank our community for all of their support over these 16 years. And please, please remember that prevention, treatment, and recovery are key to a healthy community, and we need everyone to be on board with that if we're going to succeed. Set our community apart from other communities, and this is how we begin.
Yeah. And thank you, everybody. We hope to see you there September 26th, the Walk for Recovery at 9 a.m. on the corner of Front and Putnam. Thank you for listening to WMOA in the 11th hour, brought to you by the Washington County Behavioral Health Board.
Thanks for listening to the 11th hour, a service of the Washington County Board of Behavioral Health. Tune in next Friday at 11:05 a.m. right here on WMOA for another edition of the 11th hour.